What's going on, winners? Your boy Loso 2.0. And today I'm talking about the idea of knowing who the enemy is, who the real enemy is. I just got finished up a podcast interview, so this message is really connecting with me right now. But before I get started with that, click that subscribe button below, subscribe to the Winners Win channel. But yes, know who the real enemy is. I just interviewed a good friend of mine, Kenneth Perkins. We talked about the idea of this system, how the system is created in order to see our people fail, our people go back down the wrong path, or continue to exterminate from within. The idea of exterminating the image, something that was created by Hitler, who we all know who Hitler is. I don't really got to speak too much about him, but just creating that idea, right? So now they're using that same idea that Hitler used in our communities in order to take us out, right? So that's where my mission comes into play, with me helping us. And it may not be on that scale, but it is to help us become contributing members to our own community in order to grow our community, grow from within. And that's what reminded me. He was speaking so many facts on this interview. Oh my gosh, you guys have to check this out. On there, we were talking about the idea of, first of all, the idea of slavery never really truly ending, right? 1865, when actually slavery ended, that's when they started creating prison systems, which he was talking about with Dr. Umar, which was another way. If you've never seen this Netflix documentary on Netflix, obviously, it's like something amendment. I think it's 18th Amendment, 19th Amendment, something like that. Research it, check it up, figure it out. But what it is it explains how they're paying people cents on the dollar in there. And obviously, you can use the argument that it's not only black people in there, not only African Americans in there, but we're the majority of the people that are getting arrested in those, or at least getting put into those prisons. You can do the research on that. So it's just another way to separate the black community. That's the first one. Then we talk about the attack through our black on black crime with our music too as well. Our music is finding a way to allow us to rap and go platinum for talking about black on black crime. The biggest thing going on right now is the beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, two black people. That is the only thing that's going to create any type of movement from anybody, or any type of things that's going to draw people in, is because of that. Another thing too as well is, again, and not to get canceled, because that's another thing too as well, the cancel culture with the LGBTQ community as a whole, the message as a whole, not people individually. But the idea of like literally using that in order to stop the reproduction of African American people too as well. I mean, it just goes into so many different details on there of just like what is going on with our community and how we can better serve our community. Not to mention also too, you're going to learn a lot about coaching, the universal laws, that ways to use the universal laws on top of not just using the universal laws, but on top of using them, being able to use them while not neglecting God. 'Cause sometimes people may look at the universe as their God, which again, if that's what you like to do, that's nothing against. I have nothing against it, right? But you can also find ways to still use the universal laws to your advantage. But while using them to your advantage, you can also use them with God as well. So learning that too as well. Again, there's so many things that go into it, but just remember who the real enemy is, right? That's just something that I really want you guys to stick in your head, right? Other than that, really, that's all I have for you guys today. Watch that interview. Winners win, losers lose, and you guys pray for success like this. 2.0 out.